Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Pitt County where a fire in a shed has been attributed to a space heater. Winterville Community Fire Department Chief Jason Bird tells WITN the call for a fire off of Old Fire Tower Road came in a little after 9 a.m. earlier this morning. Now, crews arrived to find a shed fully engulfed in flames, according to Bird. He says they believe a space heater in the shed caught fire. Bird tells WITN the homeowner was burned on their forehead and nose trying to put the flames out. Another shed that was close by also caught fire, according to the chief. He says at least one shed is a total loss. And now we also want to highlight a death investigation in Swansboro surrounding the death of an elderly woman. Now, crime scene tape surrounds Glancy Street home where Swansboro police say 84-year-old Katie Hyatt was last seen. Police said yesterday that they were seeking information that could help them find Hyatt, who has been missing since October 31st. Now, this morning, Swansboro police told WITN that Hyatt is believed to be dead and that the search is ongoing for her body. Nobody is in custody at this time, according to police, but they are looking into persons of interest. Anyone with information that could assist in this investigation is asked to contact the Swansboro Police Department at 910-326-5151. Or you can reach out to Onslow County Crime Stoppers at 910-938-3273. And now we want to turn to your weather forecast. Of course, we are looking again at more rain now than even freezing rain as we head through the day on Sunday. However, it is important to note that we are still anticipating some rough wintry conditions coming in Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning. By the time we get to around 10 a.m. though Sunday morning, air temperatures are going to be rising above 32 degrees, and that's essentially going to spell an end to the wintry weather, at least here in eastern North Carolina. Now, as you head westward, you're going to be more exposed. When we're talking westward, we're talking on the western side of I-95. You are going to be exposed to a little bit more in terms of freezing rain potential. But the rain showers we're seeing right now across the east, not of the freezing variety. Air temperatures currently in the upper 40s to low 50s across most of eastern North Carolina. So these are very much just light rain showers rolling by. They're attached to a low pressure system that will be the source of the cold air once it clears the coast later on this afternoon. So from the tail end of the afternoon all the way through tonight into tomorrow morning, air temperatures are going to be dropping down into the mid-20s. Right now, we're looking more again at the upper 40s to low 50s. We have a few spots in the mid-40s, looking at 46 degrees in Williamston along with Elizabeth City. The rest of eastern North Carolina, again, generally around that 50-degree mark, but winds out of the north will continue to keep our air temperatures from getting too warm today. The winds and the cloud cover both in agreement. Today is going to be a cooler day than what we saw yesterday by probably about 10 to 15 degrees, depending on your location. Now, I showed everybody this earlier, want to show everybody again. This is a look at what's to come. The area of low pressure that you saw move off the coast just a few moments ago, that is a system that brings in the cold air. This next system that you're seeing back towards Texas and Oklahoma, that was going to be the one, well, it still is the one that's going to bring the moisture in. The problem is, those areas of low pressure, not only are they sources of moisture, they are also sources of heat, especially on the south side, really the southeastern side of those low pressure systems. So earlier in the week, this low pressure system was going to be tracking pretty much straight eastward towards Cape Fear. Now, it's looking like it's going to be ending up over the Chesapeake Bay by the time we get into Sunday at around lunchtime. This is Sunday 9 a.m. and set up over central Virginia. That will introduce too much warmth to support any sort of additional freezing coming up through the day on Sunday, even Sunday night now, looking at air temperatures at 33 degrees. Instead of, again, the 28, 29 we were talking about a couple days ago. This has to do, again, with the shifting of the low pressure systems. The farther north they go, the more warm air they let in. So again, this is still going to be a messy system across the southeastern United States. But for us here in eastern North Carolina, we're really dodging a bullet on this one because the last thing you want is an ice storm. Would much rather have cold rain. Now, of course, I know there's more than just several of you who want snow. But even as of Wednesday, this was no longer looking like a snow event. We had tried to, again, communicate that with you. And again, we are still looking at a potential for maybe a few flakes coming in on really early Saturday night. So I guess technically late Saturday afternoon, anywhere between around 5, 6, 7 p.m. at night, we'll start to see again some snowflakes and some sleet come into the east. And then from there, the low pressure system rolls in, brings in too much heat, and air temperatures rise, eliminating any chance of future snowfall as we make our way through the weekend. So zooming the picture in a little bit closer. Here's a look, 7 p.m. Some of those snowflakes starting to really roll over the western half of the state. Going to progress over eastern North Carolina, but then that rain snow line sets up west of Highway 17, that's for sure. It's going to lead to, again, cold temperatures, but by this point we are still looking at freezing rain coming down, but it's not going to last through the morning. I think by the time we get to 10 to 11 a.m., ground temperatures by this point will be above 32 degrees, and from here we're just looking at cold rain through the day on Sunday, extending possibly even into Monday morning. This is Monday, well, really midnight, Sunday night into Monday morning, and it's just looking like a wet and dreary start to, again, the work week. That freezing line staying further back towards the northwest, so the opportunity for cold air to stick around in eastern North Carolina is getting slimmer and slimmer, and right now it's just not looking like a possibility, certainly for Sunday, but even Saturday, air temperatures are going to be watched closely. Now, we do still have that first alert weather day designation in store for Sunday night, and into Monday. But again, we may be taking that down as impacts, again, looking less and less likely as we head into Sunday afternoon through Sunday night. So long as those overnight lows Sunday night into Monday stay at 32 degrees or warmer, this is, again, just going to be a rain event. But do note, Monday night into Tuesday, it is going to get cold again, 12 degrees. Now, we're not going to be dealing with any sort of moisture at that time, but air temperatures are going to be frigid, and you want to know before you get in your car early Tuesday morning that you may want to give it a couple extra minutes to warm up before you hit the road for the day. Now, another little caveat that I do want to mention, it's not showing up in your 8-day forecast at this point, but later on today, we are looking at a chance of another round of snow coming in next weekend. Not this current one that's right around the corner, the following weekend. There is an opportunity, again, eastern North Carolina could see some snowflakes coming down. I know this is probably, the boy that cried wolf, but no, this again is one we don't want to hype up too much, because I feel like each one of these snow opportunities have really kind of just done nothing for eastern North Carolina other than get people's hopes up. But I do at least want to give you guys something to kind of sink your teeth into a little bit more and understand that we're not completely done with winter yet. We do still have opportunities for snow, and one of those opportunities, again, could be coming a little bit sooner than we expected. Next Saturday and Sunday, models again are suggesting there could be some snowflakes coming down across the east. But that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather updates. We'll have more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Friday, and if I don't see you, have a wonderful weekend.